Hello everybody, this is the program Capital Ideas Life and I'm Mike Gibson. The capital of Russia is a huge metropolis. Here, each and every day, there are a great many different happenings. In our program today, we'll tell you who helps Muscovites in emergency situations and how they take care of their safety.
Today on the program, how the Moscow 112 service works. Moscow fire safety. Who protects the capital's skyscrapers from fire? The Fire and Rescue Center Training Ground. How emergency responders and firefighters are trained in Moscow. "112 Moscow, operator 247. What's your emergency?" "A traffic accident with no casualties. Are people hurt?" "This is operator 259. Calling an ambulance. Stay on the line, don't hang up."
112 Moscow Emergency Service, operator Mike. What's your emergency? Help is on its way. Please wait. Every day, this 112 emergency service receives about 17,000 calls from all around Moscow. This means that people urgently need help. By simply dialing the short number 112, you can report any incident that has occurred in Moscow. Just one call and the operator will determine who responds: emergency services, paramedics, firefighters, or all of them at once. You can call this single number for free from any phone, even if your smartphone doesn't have a SIM card.
When a call is received at the 112 service operator's workplace, an incident card is automatically created. The 112 service operator then enters information into the card. This card is automatically sent to the services that are responsible for responding to the incident.
On average, it takes the operator no more than 90 seconds to process the card.
The operator's workplace is equipped with 3 displays. On one of them, the operator can fill out an incident card. The second display allows the operator to immediately determine the caller's location on a map. The third display is for the operator to conveniently find necessary background information. Also, all operators wear headsets so that both hands are free to enter information into the incident card as quickly as possible.
The 112 service has been operating in Moscow since 2012. In the Russian capital, this short number works in the same way as its foreign equivalents.
If you dial 911 while in Moscow, the call will automatically be forwarded to 112. This is designed to make it convenient for foreigners to dial their familiar emergency phone numbers and still get the help they need.
An operator's shift lasts a full day. At the moment, this call center has 75 employees taking calls at the same time. All of them are educated to degree level, and many of the operators speak foreign languages.
Since 2020, we have been providing training for English-speaking operators every year, during which they learn special vocabulary. And the main part is the development of speaking and listening skills, because more often we are approached by foreigners for whom English is not their native language. Therefore, the operator is faced with various difficulties of pronunciation.
It is the responsibility of the 112 service operator to promptly receive a call about an accident, correctly process it, and redirect it to the response service. After that, the staff of the Fire and Rescue Center of Moscow takes over. The Fire and Rescue Center of Moscow was established in 2008. Today, there are some 40 units in Moscow. But where do they teach the profession of a firefighter rescuer, and how do ordinary employees of these units work? Find out in our next story. Operators of the Fire and Rescue Center of Moscow and operators of the 112 service monitor the situation in the city around the clock and are always ready to help. These organizations are structural subdivisions of the Moscow Department of Civil Defense emergency response, and fire safety.
As we are a professional emergency rescue unit, we have a higher percentage of non-firefighting missions. We provide all kinds of social assistance and medical services, up to the point that if a Moscow resident breaks a mercury thermometer, for example, our unit is sent out and we conduct a special set of procedures.
The center's first 3 units were created in 2008 to ensure the safety of the Lefortovo and Gagarinsky tunnels on the 3rd Ring Road. Today, it is the largest emergency rescue division in the Russian capital.
In Moscow at the moment, we have 40 units. There are 27 active fire and rescue squads, 7 emergency rescue squads, and a squad for fighting fires on bodies of water. This ship, the Colonel Chernyshov, has a squad of engineering technicians. They have front loaders, excavators, heavy engineering equipment for the removal of debris and cave-ins. We also have a canine unit, which is part of the rescue squad. Therefore, the range of the tasks we perform is quite broad.
Every day, about 500 employees of the Fire and Rescue Center are on duty throughout Moscow. During this time, firefighting and rescue units attend to more than 150 emergency calls. And since 2010, firefighting dispatches have totaled more than 100,000, and 1,940 people have been rescued. The Fire and Rescue Squad number 207 is located on the territory of Moscow City. It is one of the biggest units in Europe. Let's go and take a look inside and see how everything's organized.
Attention! Front and center. Comrade squad leader. Shift change complete. Senior duty shift reporting for duty. Today we have 3 vehicles on duty for the PTZ, Fire Tactical Exercises. At the moment, there is a medical service vehicle on special duty and also the PTP-28 vehicle.
More than 200 people work in this squad. Each specialist has 2 jobs, fireman and emergency responder. The working shift of firefighters and rescuers starts at 9 a.m. in the morning with a parade. After working for a day, the firefighters change shift. A new group comes on duty.
If there are no general questions or announcements, the on-duty shift is on call. In general, the fire department has a daily schedule approved for the day. And in addition to the schedule, there's an approved timetable of classes. The topics of these classes focus on technical training, operational service, and first aid. In other words, we study all these things from morning till night, if there are no emergency trips.
During the lineup, there is a check of the appearance, equipment, and uniforms of the firefighters. The requirements for all firefighters in Moscow are the same. The main attribute of a firefighter and an emergency responder is, of course, his firefighting clothing. They are designed specifically to protect the body and allow the firefighter to stay on the scene for a long time in high temperatures. Such a set of clothes can withstand temperature fluctuations from -40 to +300 degrees Celsius. The main elements of clothing are stacked so they can be put on in a precise order.
When we get suited up, we always start with the pants.
After that, the boots, jacket, belt, and protective helmet must be put on. The firefighter has 29 seconds to do everything.
Mike, how about you do the same and try to put on the firefighting clothes yourself?
Okay.
So, let's put on our boots. Next, put the jacket on. Over your head, the sleeves. Okay, the belt.
Так.
Ready.
Well
Отлично,
done,
Майк.
Mike.
Вы хорошо
You've done well.
справились.
Each Moscow fire and rescue unit is assigned its own response zone. The size of the area is determined by the following. The fire and rescue unit must be able to arrive at the scene of the accident within a maximum of 10 minutes. Right. The fire alarm means that the firemen now have to quickly go off to the call. The firemen only have 1 minute to gather all their things and leave. In this time, they need to get downstairs and put on their firefighting clothes. And get into the fire engine. The Fire and Rescue Unit number 207 was created to extinguish fires and conduct rescue operations in a response zone which includes the skyscrapers of the Moscow City Business District. The height of some of the towers reaches more than 300 meters. It is a real challenge for the firefighters. After all, in the event of a fire, an ordinary ladder and a hose won't cut it. Firefighters in their arsenal are armed with a special ladder that has a lift. It weighs more than 20 tons. These ladders are designed to lift the crew to a great height, evacuate people, and deliver water, foam, and special equipment to the area of the fire. And very quickly, we can actually rise up to a height of almost 50 meters. That's practically the 16th floor. However, emergency personnel often have to work even higher. For this purpose, firefighters have a telescopic elevator, the TP90. In its cradle, you can evacuate 3 people at once. The elevator operation is regulated by a special automatic system which controls the position of the machine relative to the horizon, the load on the elevator, the angle of inclination of the ladder, and the wind speed. If any of the parameters do not meet the safety requirements, the automation will prevent the elevator from operating. And this unique vehicle is the only one of its kind in Moscow. It is designed for smoke removal from large rooms, car tunnels, and other hard-to-reach places. All the necessary equipment for such a task is stored in these special container compartments and includes 2 motor and 2 electric fans.
There is such a thing as tactical ventilation in a fire. It's designed so that the firefighters in gas masks can remove the products of combustion and penetrate to the source of the fire itself.
And are all these containers changeable?
Yes, this here is a mobile container on this vehicle. It's a smoke evacuation canister.
But the main feature of this fire truck is a large mobile fan, the MGV-60. It can be used to spray water and foam from a distance of up to 40 meters.
As we can see, it's not small. Therefore, the container is dismounted. It works autonomously, without a car. There's a special operator who operates it. At the decision of the fire chief, on his command, this vehicle can drive into the area, attach a high-rise extinguishing container, if the fire occurs in a high-rise building, and transport it to the site of the fire in the same way.
The rescuers' work shift is not yet over. New challenges await for them, as well as new dangerous situations. But our program is coming to an end. I'm Mike Gibson. We'll see you in the next show. Take care of yourself, everybody, and goodbye.
A Big Asia Ltd. production. This program was produced with the support of the Department for External Economic and International Relations of the Moscow government.